Let's get into this, man. I'm excited. Who's ready for the first battle? Again, we're the Roast Battle. We're a gang from Los Angeles, but we're here in New York. We love you guys. This lady coming to the stage because this lady's first. She's 8-2 from New York. Make it loud, Miss Divya Gunasekaran. Gunasekaran. Yes, ma'am. Divya?
Ryan, how's it going?
Hey, Divya. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the Cellar.
Thank you.
Now you're battling Scott Hall. He runs the Grove 34. You know anything about Scott? Why'd you accept this?
I've known Scott for a while. He's a very funny dude, very cool. I'm excited for this.
All right. It's not a dating show. But let's meet him. 6'3". Sorry, he's 6'3". He's not 6. He's very
not
short.
6'3".
Record is 6-3. Hell of a name. We call him Razor Ramon, but you're gonna call him Scott Hall. My man.
You're fucking short, dude.
I am short for a black man. You're right. I'm 6'1", bitch. Anyway, 6'2" on my Tinder. All right, Scott, you're battling Divya. Why are you trying to say mean things to an Indian woman?
So I feel like she does comedy like it's homework. That's what I...
Got her. All right. It's one round. It's 5 jokes in English, Divya. Who's going first?
I'll go first.
You got this?
Yeah.
Damn right. Are you guys ready for this? Then what do we chant? Scott! Divya! Let's roll!
All right, first of all, give it up for this battle between DEI and DUI. I am honored to do a roast battle with Scott, because normally he only does custody battles. This is true. Scott was abandoned as a baby because both his parents wanted to be happy. Yeah, Scott looks like he was left in a basket outside of Dave & Buster's.
Nice, dude. You keep acting like that, you're gonna get reincarnated as yourself. Nobody wants that. I'm also happy to be roasting Divya in her stupid T-Mobile commercial face. We have to make this quick, though. Divya's in the middle of asking too many questions about a chair on Facebook Marketplace.
All right, Scott, if you're here, who's following strippers to their car? That's not fair. Scott actually doesn't like going to strip clubs because the dancers all have better home lives than he does. And Scott's jealous of anyone that feels confident taking their shirt off. See?
I'm not that fat.
Oh,
wow.
Feels it. He feels it.
All Divya's jokes are going to be like long-winded and wordy because her people love spelling. Divya is Indian, which means she gives hand jobs like this.
Yeah, Scott, thanks for taking time away from holding up a sign that says free hugs outside a women's homeless shelter. Yeah, Scott is actually really into My Chemical Romance, or as the police call it, roofies. Yeah, Scott looks like the target demographic for Axe body spray and the recurring target for women's pepper spray.
That's pretty good.
Now he's remembering.
Divya is clearly a Maxinista. Despite that, she wasn't a sorority when she was in college. Her favorite thing to do at parties was to make sure everyone was using a coaster. Oh, no, not that one. Which is ironic because it's probably the only way she'll get a ring.
Yeah, because this guy looks like marriage material. Okay. Okay, doesn't Scott sound like he's used every word he knows in this battle? Scott thinks he can rely on looks because his friends consider him a 9. But his friends are Nazis, so it's a no even from them.
Divya's jokes are like her TJ Maxx sweaters or the god she prays to. They're just quantity over quality. But I'm sure you'll do great, and then you'll go home, be very excited to tell your plants all about it.
God, you henchmen for Nickelback. All right. Yeah, we do have to wrap this up. Scott has to get back to taking photos of himself in front of someone else's motorcycle. Scott looks like the third Super Mario brother no one talks about. Right? Where he's like, "It's a me," to every neighbor he has to legally notify.
Divya has the attitude of like a volunteer who's in charge. Who thinks she's in charge? You must feel naked without your clipboard. My friend helped her write for this, I think, because he's trying to sleep with her, which doesn't make sense to me because Divya seems like she says wrong hole no matter what hole you put it in.
Yeah.
That's Divya Gunasekaran. Gunasekaran. Where's my boy Scott Hall? That was fun. All right, Yamaneika, you look stern over there. So, which character from the Jungle Book did you like, Bagheera or Baloo?
I always like to start with positivity. Thank you guys for battling. You know, that was a great battle, actually. Yeah. It was a great battle. Scott, at the end, I did not like that you did that joke about her friend helped write. That was like, to me, that was like a low blow. And you know what I mean by that. But Scott, you held your own. And then she just, everything about you, she was destroying. Right? Like, because you kept harping on how she wasn't going to get a ring, but then she told us you was stupid, retarded, a loser. It was like, you know what I mean? You can't read, don't no bitch want you, you're a pedophile. Like, a lot of shit came out about you during this whole thing. But you know how I feel about you, Scott. But Divya, you're always like the slow burn for me. Like I always told you, this bitch, I will let battle for me any day, any time. I just love her to death, and you know I'm giving it to you. But Scott, you did your best. Love you, baby.
Oh! All right. One for Divya. Mike Feeney, who do you like here?
Wow, that was fun. I think, Divya, it felt like you did your homework a lot. You just had a lot. You just did, like, I mean, I didn't mean it like that, but you know what I meant. But yeah, you and every joke you packed like 4 or 5 punchlines into it. Scott, it sounds like your prep work for this was that one person that's a tertiary friend of hers said that she's been to TJ Maxx once, and then you designed an entire battle around that, because every time you brought up TJ Maxx, she was like, what? So it just felt like, if she's like cheap or poor, that could have been one angle, but you were like, I'm gonna fucking hammer this Maxxinista thing home. And I don't even think a lot of people know what the Maxxinista, I do. I know what that is. I've been to TJ Maxx, but I just feel like it just, and the when she called you fat, it felt like it hurt you too much. You tried to snap back, but you didn't even like come back with the thing. You're just like, I'm not that fat. I'm not that fat. I'm not really that fat though. So a lot of people think I look cool. But it was entertaining. So, but Divya, I think you did great, and both of you did good. But Divya.
Oh, 2 for Divya. And shout out the word tertiary being used on a Sunday at 4 p.m. in New York. Never have I guess NYU's right around the corner. All right, Lukas Arnold, who'd you like here? X-Men's X-Crawler or a Night Stalker?
Before I answer, Scott, are you okay with the word tertiary? Did you get that? Is all good?
I don't know what that means.
We'll get there one day. I was so impressed. Give it up for them one more time. That was amazing. I know each of you individually. Scott, I was afraid you were going to make some sort of like Uber driving joke before I realized you look like the Uber driver on stage. This is... But there were so many good jokes. Like, reincarnated as herself, I thought was a great burn. That was really good. I want to give you credit for that. But Jesus Christ, Divya, like, your rebuttals were just A-class, like, pre-written jokes. It was that level. And, like, it was weird. Do you know how good you were? Your best hit was acknowledging how good her pepper spray joke was. It was so fun. I do need to give it to Divya.
Wow. All right. Well, that is 3-0. So your vote doesn't count, but as a woman, you should be used to that, Alexis.
I am. Thank you. I'm going to also give it out to Divya. I really enjoyed all your comebacks, from like the henchman Nickelback, picks in front of the motorcycle, last words of the battle. I mean, it was just, you described him very well. So yeah, my vote went for Divya.
Clean sweep for Divya. Rose Battle League Commissioner Pat Barker, bring us home. You booked this battle. What did you think about this one?
Listen, this was an incredible opening battle between the woman you buy your cigarettes from and the dude you buy your vapes from. You could smoke in any century with these two.
Camel Lights.
Scott is just kind of like vaguely ethnic, and it pisses me off. I don't know what he is. Like, it was funny that he made a spelling bee joke, because every time I look at Scott, I'm thinking, what's the country of origin? You look like a sommelier for different flavors of Monster Energy drink. You know? You look like a roadie for Limp Bizkit. Like, you're the guy who handles Fred Durst's hats. But, I mean, you know, it was a great opening battle. Scott came out swinging. That I love the specificity of she's asking too many questions on Facebook Marketplace. That was great. But then there was just a moment where you said, oh, yeah, she picks up coasters. That's the only way she'll ever get a ring. And the crowd was like, whoa. And then Divya just started beating the fuck out of you. From that moment on, in her culture, it was an arranged beatdown, my friend. You got the shit kicked out of you in the second half of that battle. Great job, both of you, but Divya, congratulations. Awesome.
She came here 8-2. She's leaving 9-2. Make it loud. Divya, Divya, Gunasekaran! Gunasekaran. Hug each other, you two. Keep it going for Divya and Scott. One more time. And what do? Battle. Let's get to battle number 2. And make it loud for the Comedy Cellar. Getting you guys drunk, getting you guys fed right now. 4 p.m. This is crazy. All right. I apologize. This is another Indian and another white man. There's not a lot in this town. Not a lot to really pick from this town. All right. Let's bring up Dan first. He runs the Roast Battle League New York out here. He's 9-5. Make it loud for Dan Wickes. Thunder Dan Wickes. Yeah. Oh, shoot. Okay. Yes. Woo. Your aura is autism. That is. Woo. Girl. Man, I'm twitching right now. Shit.
You ordered white, you got extra white.
Whatever. All right. 9-5, battling John Ajodah. John Ajodah is known as the boogeyman in the Roast Battle League. Why'd you say yes to John?
Because he's a brilliant joke writer. I'm very excited to go up against him.
Okay. Again, you guys, this is not a dating show. I don't know why. This is fucking panel. All right. This guy's 11-7 from here in New York. Make it loud for the boogeyman, John Ajodah.
Hi. That's a nickname I picked for myself. Okay.
Yes, he did. Oh, man. Divya, you transitioned so fast. Anyway, lame joke. Why are you doing this to him?
I owe you guys a favor, so, you know.
Thank you, John.
Yeah.
Thank you, John. Your relevancy is fucking thick right now.
Thank you. Why are the judges so far away?
I don't know.
All right, anyway.
Yeah, tech problems. All right. 1 round, 5 jokes in English, Dan. Who's going? Who wants this?
I can go first.
You got this?
Yeah.
Guys, this is John. This is Dan. This is New York City. Let's roll!
All right, please don't stand so close to me. All right. Guys, be nice. All right. Okay. Okay. I don't know. Is it cool if I hang out over here? So you guys might recognize Dan as that guy that hugs your girlfriend goodbye slightly too long. No, Dan is like the only school shooter whose rampage you could stop by asking him nicely.
John seems like his least favorite part of a school shooting is missing school. All right. John's posture is offensive to me. We get it. You can stand up straight and still. Okay. Yeah. John seems way too excited to be making fun of a guy with a disability. He thinks everyone in here is disabled because you're capable of empathy.
Doesn't this look like whoever wins gets to be president of the anime club? But, Dan says he has Tourette's, okay? But I think he's just from Long Island and excited to say his next racial slur. You dothead. He's like the James Bond of autism, you know? Shaken, not stirred.
It's true, I do shake, and when I shake, I'm doing an impression of John waiting to get his hand called on in class.
We're like 30 years old. We got him.
I didn't grow out of it. Okay, anyway, John's ethnicity is Indian American Psycho. Yeah. John told me he hates trans women because he hates seeing penises on his toilet camera.
Listen, I like to watch what I like to watch, okay? So. All right. Dan was conceived during an earthquake, I assume. But Okay. Let's get serious. All right. So Dan's father was in the World Trade Center on 9/11, 2001, and he made it out. He made it out safely. Thank God, he made it out safely. But he was really traumatized. Like, can you imagine how shaken up he must have been? And you know what they say, like father, like son.
Yeah, John's dad was there too. He was flying in a Slurpee. Yeah, earthquake. We call that the Wickes scale.
What's worse, being called the boogeyman or the Wickster?
Right now, it seems like the boogeyman.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, speaking of dads, John's dad left when he was a kid, which, to be clear, is not his fault. It's not, no. I found out why his dad left, and the reason his dad left is that his mom is a retarded fat whore. And I don't think that's his fault.
You know what? True. All right. If you guys knew her, but so believe it, I've known Dan for a long time, and this might sound hard to believe. He is amazing with women. Okay, he's incredible at making women come. He just sticks his finger up there and sets himself to high. And he's dishwasher safe.
Yes, I make women come, but John makes women, thank you, come again.
That's fucking racist, dude.
Speaking of racism, a lot of Indian parents put a lot of pressure on their kids to become doctors. John's a comedian. Because it turns out laughter is the best medicine when you grow up without a dad.
You know what? Next time we'll aim the plane for the ground floor. Next time, okay? Man, this is exhausting. I don't know. I'm out of. Okay. Incredible cardio. But can I just take a breath for one? Thank you. So Dan's dad is a math teacher now, and here's a math problem for you. If a plane is approaching a tower at 500 miles per hour, how fast does Dan's dad need to get home early enough to find me fucking his wife?
Too bad your dad didn't want to fuck his wife. All right. Yeah. Doesn't John seem like he could kick my ass in Yu-Gi-Oh? This is a true thing about John. Actually, one time John was able to have sex with a woman by playing rock, paper, scissors. Yeah, that's true. It was ironic because usually brown guys throw rock after she fucks someone else.
Wow, okay.
That's how you do it. That's how you do racism. Make it loud. John Ajodah, the Boogeyman, and Dan Wickes, the Wickes style. This was wildly funny and entertaining. I feel like the crowd woke the fuck up in this one, especially this section over here. One more time for these two, everybody. Big Dan, Big John, a lot of fun. Holy shit. All right, Dan's playing Dance Dance Revolution up here with no machine, so we got to figure this out. Alexis, what did you think about this battle?
It was like a battle between the guy in my DM and my vibrator. I thought it was a great battle. John, you did amazing. I really liked a lot of things that you had to say, the earthquake and everything. But Dan, you just came out slugging and vibrating. So I'm going to give it to Dan on this one.
Nice. All right. Lukas, this is like your essence up here, both of these guys.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm somewhere in between on the spectrum here. Yeah, this is...
Yeah, Dan's about to come. This is wild. So please vote.
I can tell from here. This was outstanding. Oh my God, like, John, you were in like top form, 10 out of 10, but Dan, you really were just like soaring, like going for the second tower. This was outstanding. I just want to make it clear, John, it actually was your fault that your mom is a fat whore with special needs. He said it wasn't his fault. I just want to clear, but oh my God. Don't stand close to me was such a good opener. I want to give credit to... That just felt like it came from your gut. This was... The best compliment I can give to you, Dan, is it felt like every single thing John could possibly say, you had a premonition for, which is just a testament to good writing. And that you deserve a lot of credit. I have to give it to Dan.
Oh! 2 for the Wickster. And shout out 9/11. It's the gift that keeps on giving in this city. You guys just keep referencing, won't forget it. You guys never forget. It's a good thing. Real elephant-like of you. Mike Feeney.
Yeah, I thought that was awesome. John, you came out swinging, man. But then Dan in his fucking choose your fighter stance the entire time just was... Even when you were doing when you were saying a joke, he was so distracted. Like he was like... He kind of like, it was taking our attention away, you know what I mean? It was very fun. And I'm just glad that we got to finally see what was eating Gilbert Grape. And, but, I mean, it's so fun because I think where you slipped up is you did 2 9/11 jokes, and I don't think they hit as hard. But then, but then Dan coming out, you know you have an audience in the palm of your head when you could just scream retarded fat whore and everybody applauds, actually, which was
It's like a fucking
shocking.
Yankee home
I mean,
run.
it's 5 p.m. You guys, you guys turned into a good audience quick, but I think It was a good battle, but I think Dan, you edged it out, pal. Yeah.
Yes. I mean, yeah, he's edging right now.
Yeah. I think they call that
fair.
stimming.
Okay.
Yeah, this is definitely. Yeah, he definitely is stimming. Yamaneika, you loved this battle. You were going crazy during this whole thing. Talk to me.
Yeah, I'm glad I did. I'm glad it. I'm just gonna speak now, right?
Yeah.
I have watched both of these guys numerous times in judging battle, and like Dan, the growth. You know what I mean? Like, because when you first started, he was even whatever's going on now. It was the worst. And I know, you know what I mean. And I was praying for you, and God. He showed you, like, you're seeing through, like, none of this is hindering you. I know, because I saw where you came from. I'm proud of you and all the stuff that you've done. John, I hate you. I can't stand you. You are, no. I've told John this, but, but I'm never biased. You are so fucking condescending and rude and microaggressions but let me tell you something right now. I'm proud of you today. You see what I'm saying? You dropped that little phony penny ante 7-Eleven shit that you normally do up here, and you worked with that nigga. You see what I'm saying? And I would actually like to see a show with these two, right? Like, y'all need to write some shit and get a show going, because it was not even like a battle. It was like a fucking performance. And fuck these dry ass niggas that don't get it. Mama knows what talent is, and I would tune into whatever the fuck is happening on this stage every fucking day. So I would consider that if I were the two of you.
It's like John's an Indian snake charmer, and I don't know what the fuck kind of gardener snake this is that won't stop moving, shaking, and spitting venom. Rose Battle League Commissioner, take us home.
Well, yeah, first, amazing battle. And I would say this, if you want to see a show with these guys, just look up any episode of The Big Bang Theory. That's, I'll never get over how much Dan looks like the guy from Wedding Crashers who breaks into Vince Vaughn's room like, I made you a painting. What I love about Dan is he's bouncy, and then the joke hits and he gets even bouncier. Like, he was one more haymaker away from a full seizure on stage. He was foaming from the mouth and shit. You ever see one of those YouTube videos where they put the autistic equipment manager in and he just starts draining threes? That was this battle. That was absolutely, from the moment you rebutted the school shooter thing, and really so much of Dan's approach boiled down to, I know you are, but what am I? But he did it in the best possible way. He fucking crushed everything. I love, he doesn't have Tourette's, he's just from Long Island and wants to say his next slur. That was so good.
That was true, by the way.
Yeah. The most accurate joke. But I thought Dan's rebuttals were just so on point, and I think he killed it, man. Congratulations. Great job.
You really did. Make it loud. Your winner, the Wickster, Dan Wicks! Hug each other, you two. One more time for John Ajodah and Dan Wicks. Come on. Battle. Only 3 battles left, everybody. Now listen, there are only 3 rules in Roast Battle. First rule, original material only, New York City. You guys have a problem with that, keep it original. Rule number 2, no physical contact. Everybody you've seen up here has been a geek. We're not worried about that. At the end of every battle, rule number 3, we hug each other. You guys don't give a shit. You stab people out here. Are you ready for this? You ready for the next battle? Gotta get the rules out of the way because apparently people don't know them. All right, this next battle, finally, 2 wholesome white dudes. Just all white fucking rage up here. Classic 2010, I'm a white guy, can't get hired type of shit. All right, let's get to it. This is a thick white boy from Texas. We love him. Make it loud. 8 and 6. Mike Eaton! Yes! Look at my boy Mike Eaton. Keep it going for Mike, guys.
Hello.
Yeah.
It's me.
Now you're from Texas, right? Like this is a whole New York showcase, but you're the only guy from Texas here.
Yeah.
Yeah. You look good. You don't look like a Texan. You look like kind of skinny.
Thank you. I'm considered skinny in Texas. They're still staring at me out here, but back there I'm hot. You know. That's fucking cool.
You do. You look like 1950s Bob Big Boy. You look fucking. You look good. Shit. Anyway,
I'm single and poor.
All right. Before I get 20 White Castle sliders out of you, You're on Ozempic. Shout out Ozempic.
Let's go, dude.
Why
I bought it from my Coke dealer.
They don't do coke out here. It's all fentanyl based.
Yeah, you guys all have Puerto Rican meth. It's weird. I tried it. It's not great. Okay, sorry. My bad. We won't be honest.
I just want to let that one sit. All right, you're battling Eric Asker. Guy's a monster in here. He's 9-4. He's a ex-champion out here in New York. Why are you battling Eric?
He was at those protests yesterday that caused all that traffic. So I thought I'd just get one back for the people, you know? Fuck that asshole.
Yamaneika was pissed. She's like, I take fucking chambers to get here. Straight fucked up. I was like, all right, don't fucking shout out Brooklyn references to me. Anyway. All right, this guy's 9-4. White glasses. You should be scared. Make it loud. Eric Asker. Yes.
What's up, Mo?
Now, this is an old reference, but I've always wanted to know what happened to the guys who killed Matthew Shepard. And now... some folks over 40 in here. Good. All right. Eric, you're battling Mike. Why are you doing this to him?
I want to see if I can make his face even redder.
Fucking love these guys. All right, this is going to be fun, man. That's Mike. That's Eric. Are we ready? Battle! Battle!
Oh, shit. Oh, no. 86% of the crime. Just kidding. Digging a hole. This is going to be fun. Eric is a huge fan of TikTok. Not surprising. Look at him. His thing is you get 3 13-year-olds move in your house, start filming it. If you call it a content house, totally legal.
All right, first off, I just want to say, Mike, thanks for coming here. I know you'd rather be hanging out with your best friend, SpongeBob. He looks like a fat pink starfish, guys.
You look like a clarinet. Continue.
You look like a juggalo without his makeup. All right. Mike recently lost 60 pounds, guys, but don't worry. He found them again. He is on Ozempic. He's on Ozempic. Mike, you know you're not supposed to eat it, right?
Oh, man. Thank you, Wes Anderson's idea of a Jew. The more you look, the funnier it gets, right? Eric's a big tech bro. He's actually an early adopter. At 12 years old, he tried to kill himself. 3 years before everyone else wanted him to.
Do it.
I still get suicidal when I see Mike without his shirt on. No, I'm happy
That's
we're
what
doing...
you think you look like in the mirror, don't lie.
You look like you put your shirt on to swim and take it off to eat, all right? I have jokes, too. No, I'm happy we're doing this. We're friends. We've always talked about roasting, but he doesn't live here. Fortunately, he's in town to fight the Ghostbusters. Mike lives in Texas, where he's actually considered a fuckboy. Yeah. As in, fuck, boy, you fat as hell.
Oh, that rules. You look like you got your outfit at Calls Black People Urban Outfitters.
You want to bring up their crime statistics again?
In 2 jokes, yeah. Eric's such a tech guy, he got a job in tech. He got a job working for Salesforce, which is a CRM. Imagine his disappointment when he found out it didn't stand for Child Rape Machine. It's like, I'm not here for the sales, I'm here for the force.
You have to force your way through the door frame. Doesn't Mike look like he orders food like a kid talks to Santa? I want a burger and a burrito and cake and this many fries.
The fucking rules. I'm a fat guy named Eaton. He's a guy named Asker, which is ironic because he never asks her. He just takes it. Eric's also a Jew from Virginia, so his personality is one part January 6th, one part October 7th.
I'm glad you brought up Israelis, because Mike is really fat.
It's a one-meal solution, brother.
You're where all the food trucks have been going.
Yeah. Dude, I eat halal, I eat haram. I'm all about it.
I feel like I've been hammering the fat thing.
Keep going.
Mike also, he went to he was arrested for selling weed. Yeah. I assume edibles?
I wouldn't have had any left over to sell.
You look like the guy in jail who knows how to make toilet ice cream.
Oh, that fucking rules. Oh, that rules so hard. I wish. Eric actually got in a lot of trouble for taking photos of women without their permission. Which I know is bad. He got caught because he was using one of those old-timey cameras with a flap you climb under.
You look like when you roofie women, you wrap it in a little cheese first.
You're the expert.
Mike would find a passed out woman and tuck a napkin into his shirt and be like, "Don't mind if I do."
That's 5, yeah.
Have I gotten thicker throughout this fucking show? All right. Make it loud for Eric Asker and Mike Eaton. Mike Eaton. Eric Asker. Holy shit. All right. Fun battle. Let's get to Lukas Arnold first. Who'd you like, Dave Portnoy or this Barstool?
Oh, my God. Wario versus Waluigi. I don't know what to do, man. This was outstanding. The crazy thing was, like, you guys had, like, a lot of, like, rebuttals back and forth. But, Eric, you always had, like, a second rebuttal always ready. It's weird. You're not the one on stage I would expect to have seconds. That's incredible. There were so many good jokes. Also, 86% crime. Great way to start it off. That was beautiful. But just like the shirt on for swimming, shirt off for eating, the balance of that was crazy. There were, oh my God, I could take too long, but like you both did absolutely outstanding. Mike, it was beautiful meeting you. You're so good, but I do need to give it to Eric.
Whoa! One for Eric Asker. All right, let's see if this makes sense. Who do you like from which movie? Do you like Eric Asker from The Order or The Meal from the Menu? Knew they wouldn't get that. Damn. Yes, you. Oh.
Me. God, that was such a good battle. Jesus, I like watching both of you battle every single time.
I love watching what you do.
It is kind of like my, the husband I cheat on versus the stepson's best friend.
Mike does look like he's gotten stuck in a few appliances.
Oh, air fryers.
That was an incredible battle, but I do feel that Eric had a lot of really good rebuttals. The toilet and the ice cream thing, and like you said, the taking the shirt off and swimming, and oh my God, that was hilarious. But so I'm gonna go ahead and give it to Eric. But I love both of you guys. You both were great.
A lot being said up here, Feeney. A lot of classic white things you hear online.
It was fun, man. It was fun. I liked, I don't know why, but you saying he looks like a clarinet really made me laugh more than I think it got. But I think you were a little heavy on the rape jokes and just, in general. But I think that the order like a kid talks to Santa joke, Eric, was so fun, and the Israeli really fat is it really tickled me in a way. And I gotta say, Mike, I'm not sure how it's gonna go, but I will say I know that you right at the top, that crime statistic, you lost Yamaneika immediately because the second you said that, she picked up her pen and started writing down notes. I was like, well, that's one down, but.
Keep going. He's getting redder.
Yeah. And another thing. No, I think Eric. It was great. It was very fun. But Eric, I think I'd give that to you in my humble opinion.
All right, Yamaneika, who do you like? Or a guy who wants to say?
That's so funny. Both of you guys were great. Mike, I didn't give a fuck about that 86%. I don't judge white men on what they say around race and shit like that, or I would never talk to a white man. So, Mike, I mean, like, I just think... Mike, let me come back to you for a second. Eric, you said without his makeup.
Juggalo.
Oh, okay. Well,
Very different joke.
Okay. Thank you.
Different joke.
It's a cultural mistake.
Good Lord, Yamaneika.
I am so proud of the white people in here saving me from myself. I was like, what the fuck did this nigga say? Oh, okay.
Whoa.
Okay.
The nappy-headed hoes versus the juggalos.
No, I was like, nigga, you bold as a motherfucker. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
That's gonna make sense.
Okay, Eric, a lot has changed about what I think of you.
I thought we didn't judge what white people say and do.
That's why I made that order
But
reference.
that was hard to overlook. Okay.
Were you gonna let him get away with that?
No. I was getting quiet. I was good. That's why I was quiet this whole time.
Yeah.
I was gonna read him a whole thing. Okay. So now, back to Mike then. Mike.
I'm blown away. Blown away by that.
Mike, I'm gonna have to give it to Eric. Sorry.
And that's it. All right. I fucking love New York. All right.
Holy shit.
The Insane Clown Posse would love that, by the way. Oh my God. Invasion of the Wow. Shout out Jay Light for that one. Go ahead, Pat.
Well, I mean, I was gonna vote for Eric exclusively because I thought he said. Now I'm on the fence. Now I got to reconsider everything.
Wow.
No, it was a great battle. I love Eric. Before I met Eric, I didn't even know that Lumberjacks had an IT department, so that's very cool. And I've loved Mike since he was the ventriloquist dummy in the Goosebumps books. So, very specific
My
reference.
millennials in the house.
If you're 41, that's a hell of a joke.
So good.
If you're anything else, I'm so sorry. No, Eric looks like he developed the app, like the food delivery app that made Mike look like that. No, it was a great battle. Mike is one of the most he goes all over the world and battles everybody, and he always fucking kills it. This is how Wes Anderson pictures a Jew was like hilarious. But you know, Eric kind of got it to me with the act outs, like the fuck boy, you're fat as shit, and then the ordering the food like a kid talking to Santa. I love that. You put a lot of like spirit behind those jokes, man. It was cool to see. So I think you got it. Congrats.
Whoa! Make it loud. Eric Asker! Hug each other, you two. Battle. That's Mike Eaton. That's Eric Asker. Wow. Wow. Anyway, I thought the wildest thing I did was almost knock that over, but woo! It's classy. Is Don Imus in the house? All right. Let's get to this next battle. This is a good one. These two are two of the best here in New York City. Let's bring up ladies first. 12-4, MVP of New York last season. Make it loud for Miss Malia Simon. Hello, Malia.
Hello.
All right.
What?
All right. Anyway, Malia, welcome to the cellar.
Thank you.
Say hi to everybody.
Hello.
All right. Battling Andrew Manning, why?
I say yes to anything.
All right, well, this show is over. All right, let's get to this cat. He's 12-1. He's the number 2 battler in the world last season. Make it loud. Andrew Manning. You guys both look like you're about to sue the NCAA for allowing me into college without you guys getting in first. Andrew, You know what Malia does up here. Have you battled her before?
No, we have not.
Oh, this is the first time?
Yeah, first time.
Ooh, both 12. Oh, man. You guys both won 12 times. Why her? Why'd you say yes?
She kept on bothering me to do it, so yeah.
And she says yes to anything, so this is fun. All right.
Yeah.
So one round is 5 jokes. Malia, Andrew, who's going first?
I'll take it.
Thank you. All right. Are we ready for this? A lady and a man. Let's roast!
All right. Isn't it funny how we both look like forgotten characters from the Toy Story universe? Actually, legend has it if you pull a string in Andrew's back, he'll give you 5 podcast ideas he's been bouncing around lately.
I know I don't dress well or cool, but this battle looks like we're fighting because Malia stole my grandma's outfit. First of all, Malia, no, I don't have any games on my phone. Yeah, Malia looks like she doesn't eat carbs in public anymore because last time she did, someone took a viral video of her dragging a slice of pizza with her teeth on the subway.
That's very rude. Andrew is half Welsh, half closeted park ranger. Andrew is one of the best roast writers in the city, and a lot of people want to know his process. I actually caught a glimpse of his notebook today, but for some reason it just said, maybe these glasses will make me look less like a rapist.
Is it working? All right. Malia, you spoiled rat. You look like you have a special blanket for thunderstorms. Malia is tiny. She gets called pint-sized a lot, but it's not because she's short. That's the volume of her diva cup.
Nice. Shouldn't you be sitting too close to someone in a steam room or something? You know, Andrew was in Boy Scouts, so he's very familiar with our mantra. What's the one? Oh yeah, who's gonna fucking believe you?
Malia's jealous because she's never made a guy pitch a tent.
Good one.
Speaking of our childhood accomplishments, when Malia was a kid, so today, Malia wrote a book. Malia was a child author, and I looked it up on Amazon, and it has 3 reviews. Yeah, that's crazy. That means everybody who bought it left 3 reviews.
Good one.
The book is called Both Hands for Me, which sounds like it's describing how she eats a morsel of cheese.
Nice. All right, guys. We should wrap this up. I know Andrew has to get back to winding up in a 6-year relationship where he has no room to express himself. You know, people say men don't have biological clocks, but for Andrew, it's just a diminishing time left before he's sad by a grill somewhere.
Malia, you female Elon Musk fan.
That's good.
You look like you call cum awesome sauce. Malia's parents are psychologists. They do talk therapy where you lie down and express yourself, which is a lot like Malia's career because she's only going to make progress if she's willing to get on an older guy's couch and open up.
I already told you I say yes to everything, so. Andrew identifies as liberal. Sorry, he told me to say that. We were told there were going to be 19-year-old freshman girls here. Or I don't. Wow, Andrew, it's so hot when you talk about government systems with your AI-generated confidence. You know, at first I was worried you were a rapist, but then I was like, he's wearing glasses.
Malia looks like she also heard there were going to be 19-year-old girls here, and that's why she decided to wear her adult clothes. Maybe they'll let me sip their martini. Malia tries to come off working class and ends up seeming like a trashy gypsy. Like she has a crystal ball that's also for bowling. In actuality, Malia's parents are psychologists. She went to an Ivy League school, wrote a book as a child, and lives on the Upper West Side. Yeah. She couldn't be a snottier cunt if someone blew their nose in her pussy. And,
yeah, Andrew Manning, Malia Simon. There we go. And you're an audience. All right, 4 p.m. crowd, you're getting fucking winded here. Let's liven it up a little bit. Let's go to Yamaneika Saunders. Who'd you like in this battle?
Close with me, please, if you don't mind, my love.
Yeah. I'll
Thank
go to
you.
Mike Feeney first.
Sure. This was very funny. You both make me very uncomfortable. Yeah. This feels like I'm voting for class president. Or it feels like 2 HR employees who just broke up and they're like pissed about it. But I thought there was some fun back and forth, Malia. I liked when you said AI generated confidence. That was very fun because it did feel like Andrew lost his AI generated confidence on that last joke because it was a good joke, but he was like I don't know if I want to scream that word out, but you did. Half-heartedly, but the special blanket for thunderstorms was very fun, and morsel of cheese really gave me an image I won't forget. So I think for that I'm gonna have to go with Andrew.
Ooh. All right, Lucas. Which one of these American Dad characters do you like?
This is so cool. I've never seen 2 comedians arrive in space gray before. It's kind of. I love the coordination. I love that you guys look like an abstinence couple, you know? You're like, guys, sexual chemistry would hold us back. Like, I've seen you guys before. I think you guys both had amazing hits. Like the No One's Going to Believe You was outstanding because it fits. But also just snottier cunt blowing into, I'm still processing that, dude. I'm going to journal about that later. Like, this was really, really close, but I feel like Andrew leaned in just a little bit more with just a little bit more confidence in his joke. And, like, the writing was there, but I'm going to give it slightly edge to Andrew Manning.
Whoa! Alexis Fawx, what stand-in from Secession do you like?
Karen versus Karen. I thought it was a great battle. I am going to give it to Andrew. I do feel the same, that it just you just kept coming back with so many, and the snotty cunt thing was so good. I really enjoyed it, so I'm going to give it to Andrew.
Hell yeah. Who doesn't love a snotty cunt? All right. Yamaneika, let's get into it. Who do you like here, Donnie or Marie? I mean, I think it does. I mean, it doesn't, but... Yeah. Yeah, that's Andrew.
Okay, good. Perfect. I didn't want to be a part of that. No, because it was very close, and I wanted everyone to say, because I kind of knew where everybody was going to lean. And Andrew, no disrespect, you're a very funny guy, right? But for you to be a champion and have it be so close with her, that was the thing that kind of like was like, I don't know, you know? And Malia, I want you to know that you held your own. Obviously, they're going to over-laugh at this cunt joke, and I was laughing too. But... But Malia, I want you to know that you are an amazing roaster and that you really held your own in this battle against a champion, okay?
Good. Abstaining from voting. Pat, bring us home. We already know who won this one.
Yeah, I mean, great battle between, honestly, 2 of the best in New York. This is a shining example of the success that is our Roast Battle NYU student exchange program. I think it's awesome. It's my first time. It's our first time doing this show in this venue, and Andrew was just so comfortable in the cellar, probably because he has women chained in his basement. So this is right up his alley. Yeah, no, I mean, two of the best in the world, 1 and 2 in New York last season. Andrew went all the way to London, competed for the World Championships, came in 2nd in the world, and he just doesn't miss, man. He doesn't have a bad battle. He doesn't have an off night. He's always funny, even when it's gross and disgusting and it involves blowing your nose in someone's vagina. No matter what he does, it all kind of works. And Malia had a couple big hits, but I think Andrew was more consistent and took the battle.
Folks, keep it going. 13-1. Andrew Manning! Hug each other, you two. One more time for Malia Simon, everybody. Oh, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we are down to the last battle of the night. Are we excited about this? Now, this is what the roast battle is all about. We like to say we're the wokest, most unwoke show ever. That's us, because everybody is involved in this thing. You can be a social handicap, you can be a physical handicap. Let's get to our cripple fight. All the way from the left coast, and former LA champion. We love this cat. He's been all over the world. Was originally in Tokyo battling. Make it loud for Mr. Greg Roque. Yes.
Hey, how's it going?
Yes. Greg, welcome to New York, man.
Yeah, it's cool.
Is it?
Yeah.
You like it out here?
You know, it's like, I don't like the stairs and the height, but, you know.
Yeah.
I'm used to LA where I, like, walk around everywhere, you know?
That's a brilliant joke, because we're just not a walking culture. Anyway, shoes look clean. I wonder why.
So I knew you were going to be here.
I'm a shoe shine guy. All right. Mexican. What happened to your, how'd you get in this? Were you born like this, or?
No, what the fuck? I'm not a weirdo. No, I was in wrestling and I landed on my neck.
That's kind of weird.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess. I don't know.
All right, so you're battling to Chris Crespo. We'll get into his disability later, but Jersey Cat, what do you like about him? Why are you battling him?
Well, you know, he's disabled, and that's inherently funny. And
yeah, damn right it is. Shit.
And so I guess if you have two disabled guys, it's twice as funny.
That's me and Greg. All right, this guy's from New Jersey. You'll see what's going on when he gets here. Make it loud for Chris Crespo. Yes. I got you. Guys, make it loud for Chris. All right. Mexican from LA, Cuban from Jersey. No Latinos can get stabbed on stage. We got to find a Puerto Rican with a fucking cerebral palsy. All right. Why him?
I mean, you guys told me there was a cripple fight, so I had to come. I'm not gonna miss out.
You guys are mean and weird. All right. It's the last joke of the night. It's 5 jokes, you two, and I know you guys can count. It's not a mental disability. Who's going first?
I'll go first.
Yeah.
My man. This is Left Coast. This is Chris. Are we ready for this? It's the last battle of the night. Let's make it so fucking loud we make the ceiling fall. Come on. Battle! 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 Chris! Greg, let's roll!
So Chris is a novelist who specializes in Westerns. His writing isn't good, but his hands are bad and ugly.
People say making fun of a guy in a wheelchair is punching down, but I literally can't. Hey, Greg, look what I can do.
Hey, Chris, look what I can do. Oh yeah, that wasn't my joke. And Alexis, I want to talk to you after the show. So Chris will never forget where he was on 9/11. He was in class when 2 paper planes hit his hands.
Greg, I don't need arms to push you around, Greg, all right? Greg is Mexican, and he's the youngest of 4 kids. Did you know that the average Mexican family has 3.5 kids? Greg's mom took that literally.
So, unlike me, Chris was born disabled. I know, fucking gross. But his parents told him that his disability shouldn't limit him. He should reach for the stars. And judging by his hands, he looks like he touched one.
Greg is trying to make it in Hollywood as an actor, but the only callbacks he gets are from doctors telling him he's never gonna walk again.
I mean, that's what you get when you don't have good insurance. But also, believe it or not, Chris is actually really good at making shadow puppets, if and only if you want to see a duck.
Greg voted for Trump. He's the only Mexican that I know that hates DEI. Doorways, escalators, and inclines.
So Chris went to art school, and in his last year, he was on academic probation. He, for his final project, he submitted a self-portrait, and his professor thought he plagiarized Picasso.
Double Crunchwrap isn't just Greg's favorite food, it's also how the car accident got him into the wheelchair.
I mean, it was a wrestling accident, but it was a pile driver. I think that was 5, yeah.
I just gotta have more of this. This was so good. Keep it going for Greg. Keep it going for Chris. This was, my God. This was a slugfest with no hands involved, but it was a lot of fun up here. I want more between Chimmy and Jimmy up here, but we're gonna have to go and judge first. So let's start with Feeney, because Feeney's got the mic in his hand.
Oh, yeah, that was so fun. I think, Chris, you got fucked on that last joke, and, by God. But I think once he said ahead of time about the wrestling injury, it kind of took away, but the Crunchwrap would have been a great joke. I thought it was so fun. I thought the shadow puppets of a duck was fucking hilarious, dude. But I think, and that DEI joke that you said, it was funny because I heard people in the audience repeating the punchlines after it was over. They're like, escalators and inclines. So that's usually a good indication of who wins. I think it was hard. I feel like, Chris, I liked you a little bit more. I can't put my fingers on why. I'm going to go with Chris. Oh, no. That was a very great battle, though.
Michael, just very funny. All right. Lukas Arnold.
Oh, my God.
Your stem cells that actually generated?
Yeah.
That's what this looks like.
What's weird is that as I'm looking at, with the riff up top about, marching and the jerk, I started wondering, do I care more about walking or being able to masturbate? That's a really... That's a good question. I kind of want to do a poll, but I have a job to do.
I'll do the poll for you.
Thank you.
She loves a poll.
The universe provides, guys. This is good. This was such a fun battle. I was grinning just throughout. Like the 3.5 kids on the dot for his that was beautiful. The 9/11 paper planes hitting his hands. I saw it. It was like I was there. Oh my God, this was weird. You got on such a roll, which is crazy because you're in the wheelchair. That was. I think I'm gonna give a slight edge to Greg.
Ooh. Intrigue setting in.
Also,
we're tied up right now.
Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Great movie, great reference. Thank you.
Alexis Fawx.
That was so good on both parts, and I have to agree with everyone here. I mean, I'm really kind of cut down in the middle on both of you guys, although I keep wondering how it would be fingered by you. Chris?
Well?
Yeah.
I'm single.
And I'll watch watched you jerk off, so it's all good. So I would actually like to see them battle it out a little bit longer. I mean, I'm kind of stuck in between both. So
Yes.
I like both of them.
Nice. All right. Sex off. Let's do it. Yamaneika, before I go to the commissioner, who'd you like?
This was I'm gonna be honest with you. My place in heaven is not secure.
Yamaneika.
Right. So
They're not going.
I gotta get there somehow. Okay. They're so funny. You're both so funny, and then it's like one of you can't touch and the other one can't run. So I don't know which one do you think is more of a disadvantage?
I can still jack off. I mean, that was the whole point of that joke.
Yeah, you can still jack off.
Yeah, but I could also just suck his dick. You see what I'm saying? So, anyway.
Shit. Yeah.
I also got an OnlyFans, right? No, it's just my mother.
Nice.
That's it. That's the only person there.
This collab will be wild.
You know what it was? It was that shadow, because the escalator shit was great, but my favorite was the shadow puppet and the duck. So for that, I have to give it to Greg. But you guys are both spectacular. And also thank you, because you don't have to come here and do jokes about yourself like that. I want you to know we love you no matter what. So thank you for being awesome and coming here and doing those jokes.
Yeah, Yamaneika doesn't book this club, though. But all right. Pat Barker, it's 2-1. Greg Roque. She's abstaining from judging, saying we needed overtime. This is on you. What are we doing?
I mean, listen, first of all, this is exactly what Roast Battle is. You touched on it in the open, where it's just like, these are two phenomenal joke writers. And we got them together, one from New York, one from LA, and they came together. They just met each other today for the first time, but they exchanged info, wrote the shit. Great jokes the entire way through. And I feel like, most shows don't give, this kind of opportunity for them to get up at a club historic like this.
You're really
and
going to say
crush.
get up with Greg on the stage right here?
Yeah, fair. Now, that being said, about the battle, it was awesome. For me, kind of everything hit on both sides, even the ones that didn't totally connect. From a writer's perspective, I loved the good, the bad, and the ugly joke. I thought was incredible. I had kind of each of them about even, and they both had 2 home runs, the 3.5 kids and the DEI, and then the sock puppet duck, and just the presence of mind to be like, now's the time where I need to jerk off. The battle's getting away from me. Let me jerk off real quick and even things back up. If I had to give it to someone right now, I would lean. Look, I'm not mad at overtime, but right now I would lean ever so slightly towards Greg.
Okay. That's Greg then, yeah. If you're leaning towards Greg.
I know that doesn't make your job any easier.
No.
And I apologize. Listen, the crowd wants to see overtime. I'm fine with it. Do they have one more joke?
Overtime? How much time do we have? You good?
Let's just do overtime. Let's just do it.
Are we doing overtime?
You gotta do it. We gotta do it.
Got 5 minutes. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a joke off. This is for all the marbles of this battle right here. This is going to overtime. This is on you guys. Greg, you went first last time. Chris, you're up first this time. It's a joke off. Let's roll!
Greg is bisexual. He's into men and women who can change his diaper.
Chris is an illegal alien, and by that I mean he looks like a monster that escaped from Area 51. I mean, you look like E.T. if he landed in a bodega in the Bronx, but I think that's unfair to E.T. because E.T. can figure his girlfriend.
You guys didn't like it, so you got to pick it right now. Who do you guys like?
I was leaning Greg. That was pretty even for me. I'm gonna stick with my original thing. I'm gonna go Greg by a little bit.
Ooh, 1 for Greg. Alexis.
I'll go Chris.
1 for, okay, tied up.
Stick with Greg.
2 for Greg.
I'm going to pretend that didn't happen because that was awful, and I'm going to stick with Chris.
Yamaneika, it's down to you. Oh! All the way Live from Los Angeles, overtime battle, best battle of the night. Make it loud. Greg Roque! Hug each other, you two. Thank you, guys. I got you, Greg, my man. Guys, keep it going for Chris Crespo, Greg Roque, all the comics you saw from New York in the showcase. Thank you guys for coming. Thank my judges, Yamaneika Saunders, Mike Feeney, Lukas Arnold, Alexis Fawx. That's Pat Barker. Check us out on YouTube with the Roast Battle. We love you guys. Thank you, Comedy Cellar.